Have you ever felt the urge to explain yourself, to justify your silence, your dreams, your fears? Like a tree begging the wind to understand why it bends. What if I told you that this need to explain is not a virtue, but a wound? A wound that keeps you small. A wound that keeps you from becoming who you truly are. Carl Jung once said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." But how can we become if we keep giving away the most sacred parts of ourselves? Today, we explore 7 things you should never tell anyone, not because they are shameful, but because they are sacred. This is not about secrecy. It's about sovereignty. In Jungian philosophy, the path to the self, the true inner self, is called individuation. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. But individuation requires energy. And every time you explain yourself to be understood, to be liked, to be safe, you leak that energy. You abandon your inner self to protect your persona, the mask you wear for the world. So what must we protect to walk the spiritual path with integrity? Here are the 7 things you should never tell anyone, unless the soul you're speaking to has earned the right to hear them. Desire is sacred. In Jungian psychology, it's the movement of libido, not just sexual energy, but life force itself. When you share your deepest desires too early, you expose them to the projections, doubts, and fears of others. And like a seed pulled from the soil too soon, they wither. A woman dreams of becoming a painter. She tells her family. They laugh. That's not practical. She stops painting. 20 years later, she wonders why she feels numb. Protect your desires. Let them grow roots before you show the world the leaves. What you fear most is a doorway to your shadow. Carl Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." When you share your fears too soon, others may mock them, minimize them, or worse, use them against you. Fear is a compass, but only if you're the one holding it. Not every scar is ready to be shown. When you speak from an open wound, the ego often speaks for you, not the self. You defend. You justify. You bleed. Healing is not performance. It is alchemy, and alchemy requires containment. So before you share your pain, ask, am I seeking connection or am I seeking rescue? Judgment is often projection. What irritates you in others may be what you've disowned in yourself. Jung called this the shadow, the parts of us we reject but unconsciously act out. When you speak your judgments aloud, you reinforce your own blindness. Instead, ask, what is this reaction trying to teach me about me? Intuition is the voice of the unconscious mind. It speaks in symbols, dreams, synchronicities. But when you share your intuitions too early, others may dismiss them, and you may start to doubt your inner compass. Empaths especially must learn this. Not every knowing needs to be explained. Let your intuition guide you, even when no one else sees the path. Healing is not linear. It's not a checklist. It's a spiral, a dance between the conscious and unconscious. When you share your healing process too soon, you invite interference, advice, opinions, comparisons. But Jungian therapy teaches us, the psyche heals in silence, in symbols, in solitude. Protect the process. Trust the unfolding. There are moments when the self, the true self, breaks through. A dream, a breakdown, a sudden clarity. These are sacred. When you speak them too soon, they lose their magic. They become stories, not transformations. Let them settle. Let them shape you. Then, if you must speak, speak from the scar, not the wound. You are not what happened to you. You are not what they think of you. You are what you choose to become. And sometimes, becoming requires silence. So stop explaining. Start listening to the inner self, to the unconscious mind, to the quiet voice that says, "This is who I am, and I no longer need permission to be." If this spoke to something deep within you, let it sit. Watch it again. Let it echo. And if you feel called, share it with someone who explains themselves too much. They might need this reminder too. Until next time, protect your energy, honor your path, and trust your becoming.